We have an eclipse on April 8th of this year, and I'm already keeping an eye on it collectively because I have my predictions. Not all of them are great. Can good things come from eclipses? Absolutely. But I'm just eyeing it. And I noticed that the eclipse itself is square Kim Jong-un's sun. And then just a few days later, transiting Pluto is going to conjoin his Aquarius Mercury and square his Saturn in Scorpio. And while I don't have like a solid conclusion to give you guys on, what that means, what my prediction is, I don't love it. I don't love it. It's intriguing to me. Change, communication, technology, limitations in technology. I'm gonna have to get back to you guys, but it's something that I am keeping my eye on. I try to, I focus on politics as much as I can. I prefer to focus on what I can control, what is in my power, rather than what is not. And I will get back to you. Technology, limitations in technology. Is it a cyber attack? Is that what it is? Something else that I was thinking about is we're having a full moon in Virgo coming up. Every time we have a full moon, it's the ending, sorry for the noise, of a chapter that began 6 months prior with the new moon in the same sign. So 6 months ago, we had a new moon in Virgo, which was in the middle of September 15th. And around that time is when we had that national emergency alert test that everybody got to their cell phones, which I was being paranoid and crazy over. I literally didn't even want to hear the noise. I went outside while I was sorry, but that was 6 months ago. Granted, it was closer to what was an Aries full moon at the time, but again, that eclipse, that solar eclipse in Aries, I'm really wondering if this is a big cyber technology. We've been talking about blackouts for years. Even back in my 2020 predictions video or 2021 predictions video, I was talking about a blackout. And it makes sense now with Pluto re-upping in Aquarius, the way that it's configured in some people's charts. There's obviously going to be a heavy emphasis on the border. I've been saying Texas, the border, Confederacy, the Confederate States, limitations, borders with people, groups of people, communities, demographics, and then that overlapping with technology and AI. There's a lot going on, and all I'm saying is now to April, it's gonna rapidly progress. Today we hit 1 degrees of Pluto and Aquarius, uncharted territory. We have not been here before. We only made it to 0 last year. We're at 1. This is new territory in our lifetimes. It's gonna retrograde in September. It's gonna retrace its steps. But what happens now is a precursor to what's gonna be heightened in spring and likely to be backtracked on and retracing its steps as we get into the fall towards elections. We gotta stick together.